Restart.
Hi, my name is Anthony Felix. I'm from the Rockeye Tigers. I'm a Dan 4 black belt in Taekwondo. So today we are going to look at the different physical technique part that we will learn the basics of it. Before I begin this session, we will also look at the most soft parts in our body that where we can attack, and we will also look at the most hard part in our body which we can use to attack. Okay, the first, let's go with the soft part. So, the soft part in your body is your eyes, your nose, your chin, your neck, okay, and in between your ribs and your brain part. Number two, the most hard part that God has built us is your shin bone, your elbow. These are the most hard, and also your knees. So we will look at different techniques today, and we will see how you will be able to learn these simple techniques. So the first situation is, what if someone comes and grabs your hand? So what are the three different ways that you can get away from that snap catch? So I request Seema to come as a volunteer. So Seema will be a volunteer. I'm going to remove my bracelet. So what we are going to look at right now is, if an attacker comes and grabs your hand and then pulls you, what are the easy steps? The first step that you would look at is, once a person grabs the hand, you would do not close your hand but rather open it, okay, and then your thumb part, try to go and see the gap here, and then immediately put all the force from your shoulder and take it up. So let's see whether Seema will be able to do this. It's easy. Okay. Now, what if your...
Should we do it?
Stop. You moved out of the frame. Did you do the entire thing, Siva? Anthony, I'll request you to move slightly towards your heart. That's it. And I'm going to try zooming in. Okay? And yeah, you may start.
So we'll start from the beginning? Or?
No, now when Siva's...
When
Siva's releasing her hand. Okay?
Now let's look at Seema. Yes, Seema. Okay, good. Now, what if your attacker is very, very strong? He's a huge guy. Okay, so if he comes and grabs, and with two hands, what would you do? Okay, now you will not be able to do this technique because he is closing this gap, or they might close like this and pull you. Okay, at this point of time, it's a little bit difficult, but it's not impossible. Okay, let's look at the second technique. The second technique that you would use is your knuckles or this part of your hand. Okay. Okay.
It is recording.
Okay.
I'm going to zoom it.
Okay, now we look at the second option is, if your attacker is very strong, how you would be able to get your hand out of his cat. Okay, now he's covering it, so you will not be able to do it. So the best part is to use your knuckles of the other hand. Okay, if I'm pulling her with this hand, or if I'm grabbing her like this, your other hand is free. So every woman, this is not only for the physically fit women, but for every woman, even girls, okay, they can use this technique, right? So the best way is use your knuckles or this part, okay? So make your hand like this and try to hit at this part of your attacker, just below your palm, okay? So this is the wrist part, right? Why? Because here you have a nerve which passes through, which is a dangerous part. Okay. Now, by you attacking here, the guy will immediately release his hand. If not, use the other one. Use your knuckles to hit here. That's the easy part. So let's see whether Seema is able to do it. No. So Seema, use this goal. Okay. Now you need to move your hand slightly towards it so that you see this part of my hand. Okay. And then you go punch here. Okay. Try it. Yes. Now this one, if I just show it, so I can show it in this hand. So let's say if I use my left hand now to go and punch like this. It is not like this, it is not like this, but then with your middle fingers, knuckle, use this. Okay. Or if you think your fingers are not strong, don't worry, use your knuckles. Okay? Use your knuckles like this. So instantly the person will leave his hand and you get time to run away. Okay. So this is my second technique. Let's look at the third one. And the most common. The common thing is grabbing your hair. Okay, because every woman have a long hair and the victim, the attacker, they always try to grab their hair because it shows dominance. Okay, how do you break this dominance? Is once you pull the hair, okay, now he has the other hand while he tries to pull. Now the best way is, you can imagine that I have a long hair, okay, like this. Now the best way is if your attacker is short, spread your legs, okay. Normally an attacker will try to be taller than you, okay, so we look at that as a different option. But then the best way is if you move around, you will get hurt, okay. So instead of that, try grabbing the hand with both your hands. Open your hands, grab it, and then immediately you go along with your head and lock. And then you can go for an attack or do whatever you want. Okay? I will repeat this once again. So Seema will show this. An attacker comes and attacks. Okay? Both hands together. Seema goes down together and then locks my hand. Okay. Now, if your attacker is very, very strong, okay, do not, once you hold, do not hold in one hand because he can easily, get you pushed or pulled. Okay. Hold both the hand with both your hands, okay, and immediately use your knee to hit on his spine, and you will be done. So this is the third technique. Now let's look at the fourth part. Okay. The fourth part is a bear hug. Okay. Now, what if an attacker comes and hugs you from back? Okay. So for this, Seema. Okay. Now she's short. Then I go to her level. Okay. My legs apart. My elbows are tight. So what I do is I do a second step together where I push my back and lift my elbow. I need to bend and push. This is my second part. Third is you grab the hand, go back and go for the instant hit on the back of the neck. This is where the middle applicator is, and instantly the person can go to either coma or he will be unconscious. These are two things which will happen. So you get enough time to escape. Right? So let's see what Seema will do right now. Yeah, you should hit.
You should hit.
Okay.
Hold his
The
hand.
first is yes. Hold my hand, go back, and then hit on my. If Seema is, if I'm tall and Seema is short, so she can use her knee to hit on my spine. My spine is here. Why? Because if my left hand is free, I can easily attack. Right? So before I try to attack her, she needs to attack me in my spine and make me go down. So she gets minimum 10 seconds to run away. So these are the few steps that you can do while when an attacker comes to you. So the other thing, the fifth one is very common. It is not only for sexual abuse, for any physical abuse, is when you go and try to slap or you try to catch the neck. Very common, very common. So what would you do at this step? Okay. Now you have only 2 seconds to get yourself out of the attacker. Okay. For here, you need to be very, very attentive and alert, observing. Okay. Here, because immediately I catch, you don't get time because I'm holding you, right? And this attack is it can make you unconscious also. Okay. So before the person attacks, okay, yes, Simon, try to attack. You just need to move to either side. If the person is using the right, move towards your right, and then use your right hand. If the person is a left hand comes, move towards the left, use the left hand. Okay? Push immediately. What you do is use this part of your hand and choke his neck. That's it. Let's see whether Seema will be able to do it. Okay. Yeah, Seema.
आप ये यूज करोगे the knife like this?
Yes.
ठीक है.
One and use this hand. Okay.
Now
I'll show you. Okay, you try to grab. One, and then immediately use the right hand. Leave this, go like this. Okay? Good? Okay. Sima is taking time. Okay, come on. Yes, Sima. No. So instead of this, okay, you don't get power. You go like this. Yeah, see, if your hand is holding my hand, okay, so, 1 minute. Now, immediately you grab this, immediately, and use this fast. Okay? If you take time, that's it. The attacker will attack you again. Okay? Let's do this once again. Fast. Very good. So this is where you need to hit and choke his throat. Once he gets choked, he will relieve you. And you get minimum 20 seconds to run away. Okay? So we have many techniques like this. So we come about 300 plus techniques for different age groups and also for different levels. So if you are interested, please come back to us and we will be glad to teach you more different techniques, which is right now, let's say for example, if someone comes and attacks you with a knife, someone comes and attacks you with a gun, someone comes and attacks you with a weapon, what do you use? Instantly. So our intention is to make you or use the right behavior at the right time. Okay? Our intention is not to leave you blank in any situation, but to equip you to use the right behavior or the right technique that you will learn to self-defense yourself. Thank you very much.
I think very good, I would say. Very good. And if you're able to, so I will edit this and I'll show it to you. Okay? And because you'll also be, you're free, right, on Wednesday? 1 to 2 है ना? 1 to 2. Okay? And
Wednesday you're going, no?
where?
Wednesday you want me to come or you're?
no, we'll all be on that call, Skype call.
Oh, everyone will be in
हाँ,
Skype.
हाँ, live
Simple
class.
Skype. हाँ, कहीं जाना नहीं है यहीं से.
And they're going to tell you I have to upload all of this document because
Okay.
I want them to see it beforehand.
Okay.
And on Wednesday we will take them through, saying ki this is the dry run. And we have our trainer. If you have any questions, master trainer on our head of Taekwondo. And एक बार सुन लीजिए माँ.
हाँ, एक बार आंटी आप मुझे बताओगे कौन कौन सा आपने टेक्निक किया?
अभी?
हाँ.
So one is the
My name is Anthony Felix. I'm from Rockeye Tigers. I'm a Dan for Black Belt in Taekwondo. So today we are going to look at the different physical technique part that we will learn the basics of it. Before I begin this session, we will also look at the most soft parts in our body that where we can attack.
There's a particular sound coming in
The
between.
most hard parts in our body which we can use to attack.
Acha, you are moving.
अंदर रखा था ना बस है।
Ah.
The soft part in your body is your eyes, your nose, your chin, your neck,
If by chance I'm not able to edit it, if I send you this audio, can you re-record
in
yourself?
your ribs.
No, listening to this. Listening to this.
So how can I do? I am talking continuously.
नहीं सुनो 5 seconds फिर बोलो 5 seconds सुनो फिर बोलो I don't need it continuously. You listen to yourself for 5 seconds.
Everything is time.
These are the most part. And also your knees.
कोई ज़्यादा नहीं है बस एक मुझे कपड़ों के बीच में ना आगे
Check
So this video is still going on.